Hello everyone, next video I spoiled you a bit already about the discriminant and that number is a number that can tell us something about the solutions of the quadratic equation that we are trying to solve. Namely like this, when you apply the quadratic formula, let's go to my laser pointer, square root d is not always a nice number. You can then use your calculator to find approximate solutions. Sometimes there are no solutions or only one. Have a look at the following example. And I'm not going to do this step by step. Just watch what happens. If I add x squared equals 3x plus 1, they rewrite it to the form ax squared plus bx plus c is 0. So they find the number in front is 1. That's a. B here is minus 3. C is minus 1. Discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. Calculated gives me d is 13. Then my answers are x equals 3 minus, right? Why 3? Because here there is minus b, right? And minus b here becomes minus 3. That's just positive 3. Minus the square root of the discriminant divided by 2a. 2 times 1 is 2. Gives me approximately minus 0.30 and approximately 3.30. Here you have to use your calculator because the square root of 13 is not a nice number. That's not a square. The second one, x squared plus x plus 2, gives me a is 1, b is 1, and c is 2. If here I want to calculate d, I get d equals b squared, 1 squared, minus 4 times a times c, 4 times 1 times 2, gives me 1 minus 8 is minus 7. And that's quite a pickle, because that means that d is minus 7, and if I want to calculate the square root of d, I have to calculate a negative square root. Uh-oh, you cannot do that, so it does not exist. So apparently, this equation here does not have any solutions at all. And in the third one, if you fill in a is 4, b is minus 20, c is 25, you find that the discriminant is 0. Watch the next step. It gives me 20 minus the square root of 0 divided by 8, or 20 plus the square root of 0 divided by 8. Do we all agree that's the same number? Because minus 0 or plus 0 gives me the same thing. So this equation only has one solution. And again, I could have predicted that by the outcome of the discriminants. If my discriminant is smaller than 0, I don't have a solution at all. If my discriminant is exactly 0, I have only one solution. And if my discriminant is bigger than 0, I have two solutions. I don't know what yet, right? I have to continue using the quadratic formula to find what. Here as well, if d is 0, that doesn't mean my solution is 0. It only means that I have one solution. And the word discriminant in this case means to tell the difference. And here it can tell you how many solutions you have. Right? Calculating discriminant allows you to tell the difference between the number of solutions equations have. The verb to discriminate has a negative connotation outside of mathematics, recognizing differences at the expense of others. In mathematics, it doesn't is something negative, unless you find this whole thing to be one big mess and find it to be negative, if you are negative about it. But normally in mathematics, to discriminate is not something negative. And theory D is already extra, and I'm going to discuss it in a new video. So just know that if you have calculated the discriminant, you now know how many solutions you can expect. Either no, either 1, or either 2. Okay? For the remaining questions of the homework, you can use this information to sometimes work a bit more quicker. Okay? Good luck, practice, 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 and ask the questions online if you need to.